No way.
What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Yoshi, got a fatty, and we're back with episode 11 of the Let's Play series. And as promised, we're gonna get the Wither fight out of the way first and foremost. But then I want, oh my god, this guy. Then I want to work on the villager project a bit more. I want to build a library for some librarians. And then maybe something else, either a potion lab for clerics or leather worker, stonemason, something like that. But we're going to start with the library after we kill the wither. As you can see, I flattened out this entire area for wither skeletons to spawn, and we got one pretty fast, actually. It literally took like 30 seconds. But I have this little area here, sort of a safe zone. To come, but yeah, this whole area, and eventually this will become a wither skeleton farm kind of thing, but I'll probably leave it alone and just do all the farming manually for now. But that was the third skull I needed, so let's go back and fight the wither. Alright, so I got some potions I brewed up from last time, and I'm not thinking this fight's gonna take forever, so I'll probably just grab sort of the bare minimum here, and then sort of go from there. So I also made a bunch of golden apples, so I'll grab those just for safety purposes. But this will probably be all we need. I can't imagine we're gonna get into that much trouble. So yeah, let's go. All right, so this is the little hole I made, being a giant pussy that I am, to fight the wither the first time. Basically, my reasoning is, I'm on hard difficulty, and this guy is really, really good above ground. So we'll eventually fight him above ground, but it just doesn't make sense to fight him above ground right now, because he would just mop the floor with us. But we'll eventually get there. So for now, I kill him in these little holes, but yeah, I guess, yeah, let's just go. All right, let's go. Alright, so again, didn't lose a heart of damage, but also there's no diamonds exposed, but yeah, I mean, just for safety reasons, I really don't want to lose all my stuff, so I'll find him above ground later when I'm like totally decked out, but right now my stuff's still pretty mediocre, so this is how I've resorted to killing the wither for now. So yeah, that was a big bad wither fight. So alright, and here is our second beacon. Alright, I think I might as well upgrade this to like a quad beacon, so that inevitably the next two beacons we don't have to keep adding to this. So I'm just gonna make it like a quad beacon, so just bring the base out to there we go. Alright. So now I guess I'll just do resistance 2, right? Yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. So now we got strength, regen, and resistance 2. Okay. Alright, so now the plan is to build a library, and I'm thinking this is going to be the spot right here for it. It's going to be a big, probably one of the bigger buildings we've made. Probably not as many blocks as the clock tower, and also not quite as complex, but I want it to be pretty big because I want to be able to house almost every enchantment in the game via these villagers. Yeah, I'm going to do it in the form of a third-person time-lapse. Again, we're back to the time-lapses, I know. But I feel like that's what'll be best. Yeah, the time-lapse will be of building our library for our villager project. So hopefully you guys like it. I'll see you after.
Iceman trapping, yeah.
Alright guys, so I got sort of a rough outline done of the library here. This is kind of what I want it to look like. Got like a glass dome and sort of an overhang look thing over here. Anyway, I need a bunch of bookshelves. So I realize this probably hasn't been done that many times, but I'm gonna go find a stronghold for the sole purpose of taking all of the bookshelves. Plus we can kind of see where it's at, so we might get a little sense of where our end portal is, which might be nice. But also I could always just find another one later. But yeah, I'm gonna go search down a stronghold and mine out all the bookshelves in the library. Hopefully we get a stronghold with 2 libraries, so that way I get a lot of bookshelves and books from it. Yeah, let's go. Alright, looks like it's over here. Alright, looks like we found it. Solid. Alright, there's our first stronghold. Okay, this guy can go fuck himself. Okay, now I'm just gonna look for the libraries here. Don't really care about the portal room that much. Here we go, here's our first library. I'm gonna tear this to shreds. Get rid of all these cobwebs first. Alright, well, it looks like this one might have been just a one-story one. Yeah, so let's keep looking around, see if we can't find another one. Yes, finally, I found another one right across from the portal room, looks like. It's a 2-eye portal, not bad. But we got another one. This one's actually 2 stories. So we're going to get a pretty decent haul out of this whole thing. So yeah, I'm going to start tearing down this one. Ooh, Depth Strider 3, Riptide 3, that's pretty good. Depth Strider 3 again, and Sweeping Edge 3. Alright, those aren't bad actually. Got some good ones out of that. Alright, so I've completely shred this thing. Now we can head back to base and see how much we got. So I'll see you there. Alright, so I sacrificed all the wood I had, and I got about 6 stacks of bookshelves. So we should be good pretty much indefinitely for now. So I'm going to fill in the rest of this area with the bookshelves. I'll sort of furnish things up as well. Maybe add some more stuff around here. But next I was going to move on to maybe a stonemason house up top there on the hill. So I'll do a time-lapse footage of that up there as well. It'll be a lot smaller. It'll be like a really small brick house up here that we can put maybe the stonemason in there. So yeah, I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna show that in the third-person time-lapse as well. So here's that. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed that time lapse. So this is like, I'm thinking about this being the sort of the armorer's place. I got some armor stands here, and these would be the 2 little cabins for each of the villagers. I haven't really decorated that much of this because I don't really know what I want to go here yet. But I'll sort of fill this in later. Also, the lighting up here is pretty bad, so I had some torches just for now. But yeah, this is definitely a different little style with a lot more stones than wood. because I've been using a lot of wood in a lot of these. But that's sort of what I've updated about that. But we'll definitely come back to this later, sort of when we're all finishing up. But I wanted to get the just sort of the outlines of the buildings done. It doesn't look too bad. I tried to go after the old like blacksmith with these smooth stone slabs, but it all might change. Who knows? But this is sort of what I have for now. But I also want to show you guys what I've done with the library. Shit. Nope. Because I've updated that a lot. Added a lot of different things. As you can see from the outside, it looks a lot different as well. I added another little roof there. And on the outside, I have these jack-o'-lanterns with some leaves. But here's sort of the entry. And then here's the inside. And then sort of each of these little... I have sort of 2 villagers on each little corner here, so 8 total. And I have like an enchantment over their heads, so ideally I'd want you know, all these enchantments to have sort of in this little library. And we have a little area for the villager here as well. And these chests would be to store the books for trading for these things. So we got Mending, Unbreaking, Efficiency 5, and Silk Touch. So these 4 kind of be the really important ones on all the main tools. So like those are the 4 that are best for you know, like these 3 plus the hoe really, but nobody really uses the hoe. And then I have Fortune 3, Sharpness 5, obviously for the pickaxe, and then for the sword. And then I have Power 5 and Looting 3. Again, I don't really know how much these are going to change. But these 4 definitely here are definitely the ones I want first. Mending being the obvious sort of big kicker that I want first. And then I'll show you up here as well. So up here I have, this is sort of like the little library area. So a lot of bookshelves. Again, I don't really know how I feel about all these chains and maybe like this glass and the wood. I'm not really sure how I feel about that right now. But again, I want to get the rough outline done sort of soon, and then work on sort of everything else sort of as we go. So I want to get like an aerial view of this if I can. Alright, so here's what it kind of looks like from up top. So I added an extra little roof area over here, and yeah, so I think it looks pretty good from up here. Yeah, we got 2 more little villager areas done. Also, another thing I did is I added one of these little a little checklist kind of thing of the villagers and what we've done and you've yet to do. So we've done the farmer. We have the farmer's area over there. Librarian is going to be in the library over there. Fisherman, we have the fisherman's house down at the end. The shepherd is probably going to go in this area over here. All that could change. But we definitely have the farmer, librarian, and fisherman. The Fletcher, I've decided the Fletcher is going to be the one that's going to go in this one right here. I'm also planning on using the new target blocks and have like a little target shooting range sort of at the back area. So I'll extend that fence out to the back and have a little area you could like have target practice or something like that. And then we've also done the armor is going to be probably in here. Again, that could change, but right now I have all these armor stands set up, so I'm thinking it's going to be the armor here. But I also might put the weaponsmith or the toolsmith in there as well. But yeah, for now that's sort of what we have. We're probably about halfway done with all this. I'd say probably a little bit more, just because this clock tower took forever. The librarian was kind of big. Farmers was obviously a big build as well. But the rest of them I'm thinking about making sort of smaller scale like this. So like a slight upgrade on the other villager houses, but definitely still definitely much smaller than maybe these bigger projects I've taken on up to this point. And then a lot of time is going to be spent like sort of bringing them all together, having like a paths and stuff, and then obviously getting all the villagers in place is going to be really tough. But I may actually have to put some librarian villagers in pretty soon, just so I can get the mending and unbreaking books, because those are super important. That way I'm not relying entirely on enchantments to get all of our upgraded gear. But yeah, so I'd say we're about halfway done with this project. So yeah, that's good news. All right, guys. So we are pretty close to the time for this episode. But I've been sort of alternating like villager project, non-villager project for each episode. So this episode is definitely a lot on the working on the villager project. But next episode, I was thinking about doing something different. So I was out mining, actually, and I ran across this super cool thing. So I haven't really seen this that often. Obviously, I'm sure it exists everywhere, but this is a pretty good find for us. It's not far from our house at all, but I found 2 overlapping abandoned mine shafts. And as you can see here, we have four cave spider spawners. Okay. Yeah, we have 4 cave spider spawners, and yeah, that's a lot. What the oh my fucking god. Alright, I'm gonna have to clean this up pretty ASAP. Okay, well, that's annoying. Anyway, we have there's 4 cave spider spawners here, and they're pretty close to each other. I got 1 here, 1 over there, and then sort of 2 right here. So I'm gonna see if I can't make sort of a better XP farm than our skeleton farm. Our skeleton farm's great, provides us with a lot of bone meal and some enchanted bows and stuff. But I want to make this one more geared towards XP. Also, the string can be used to make bows, fishing rods, and wool especially. So wool will be a great one for us to have sort of a renewable supply of. So the next episode, I'm going to see if I can't dig this whole area out. I'll probably bring the beacon over, just because these cave spiders are super annoying. But I'm going to see if I can't make like a little quad, sort of a quad cave spider spawner. And then if we have time, I also might make a blaze spawner, because those guys are pretty good with XP as well. And we could get more blaze rods from that. So that's sort of the plan for the next episode. But as for this one, our time is up. So thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next one.